Hi, this is Randy Rosetta with NOLA.com and the Times-Picayune with an LSU basketball vlog. Things didn't start out so well for LSU in the SEC season as the Tigers fall 74-67 in overtime at Missouri. This was just a weird game almost from the start. It took LSU a while to get going. They grabbed command, got a spark from freshman Jalen Patterson, had an 11-point lead and looked like they were ready to deliver the knockout blow, and then all of a sudden Missouri's defense kicked in or LSU's offense unraveled, depending on how you look at it, maybe a little bit of both. LSU started taking some ill-advised shots, didn't work within the offense, and all of a sudden Jordan Mickey and Jarrell Martin get their second fouls with about 6 minutes left in the first half, and after that Missouri kind of caught fire. They had basically wide open looks inside, started taking advantage of LSU's breakdowns, took the lead 22-20. Even then, LSU grabbed the lead again with the guards kind of providing the backbone of that. Ran off a 10-3 run with the guards scoring every point. Came back in the second half and had a 54-46 lead after going back and forth with Missouri a lot of the second half. It looked like that's when LSU had taken control. Nope. Missouri came back, started chipping away, got a huge three-pointer from Keith Schamberger, and then little guard Wes Clark kind of took over. Missouri hit a run that eventually led to them taking a 60-56 lead. Looked like they had the game kind of in control, but Keith Hornsby hit a huge three-pointer to cut the lead to 1, and then an even bigger one to tie the game late in regulation with about 10.1 seconds left. That looked like maybe LSU had the momentum going into overtime. They had a nice defensive stop at the other end. Didn't get a last shot off after Jarrell Martin got a rebound. But then in overtime, LSU regressed. And that can maybe be a little bit of a word for this entire game. Didn't completely unravel. There's 17 games left in this SEC season. But this was a disappointing way for a team that had won 8 games in a row to start the SEC, because they were probably across the board more talented. What they weren't was more experienced than Missouri. Missouri has a lot of guys that had played in this stage before. LSU had basically 3 sophomores, and that was it, and it showed at times. So LSU loses it in overtime, can't hit a shot in overtime, makes only 2 of 5 free throws, and finishes 13 of 23 from the stripe, and that was a huge difference in this one. Missouri was 11 of 15. LSU falls in its SEC opener 74-67. Don't have much time to worry about it because they're back in action Saturday when Georgia comes to Baton Rouge for an 8 o'clock tip-off at the PMAC. This is Randy Rosetta with NOLA.com and the Times-Picayune.